I want to welcome everybody to part 2 of this 1937 mystery, Pacific Radio. Now today we're going to finish it, and my main concentration is this cabinet here. Now I've been thinking what I'm going to do with this, and I finally decided. I'm going to see if I can fix this. I think that would be the easiest thing to do, and although this looks in pretty bad shape, it's really not.
Huh?
I know these pieces came off here, this came off here, this whole section came off.
It's not that bad.
But what I'm going to do here is take these pieces off that are loose. This one's almost completely gone here. And then this piece here, I'm going to have to peel all this pieces off here. I made up some veneer here. This is like 1/16 of an inch. I'm going to glue one there, one there. That'll strengthen the sides here. And I'm going to do another one here.
This is ridiculous.
As far as the top, yes, I'm going to rebuild this. This is just too far gone.
It's true.
And I might use some of this type of wood. I might have 3 or 4 pieces I can glue together. Or I can use this piece of plywood. I'd rather not use plywood, but then a solid piece of board like this. But right now my main focus is this right here. I'm going to take this bezel off. Got some very tiny screws here.
Does he wear glasses?
Okay, let's get this one out of here. Let's take this plate off. That's a cheap looking glue block, huh? It's made out of plywood.
This is ridiculous.
Oh, that was loose, huh?
And what is this? Ah, this is wood.
Bad wood.
So what do we do?
Tear out bad wood, put in good wood.
Now that that's smooth, I could put one of these on here.
Good piece of wood, too.
And once that's on there and glued and dried, it'll be strong. Then I gotta cut out all these things on here. So that'll be fun. Now on this portion here, I'm gonna put a brand new sheet of veneer over it.
Excellent. Excellent.
I'm gonna have to do the bend, and that might cause me some problems. But I do have one of the pieces that I'm going to glue back here. There might be some missing here, and I'll just fill that in with wood filler. So the whole thing is even, so the veneer will go on a lot smoother.
Blue. You gonna clamp him, buddy?
Well, let that dry overnight, and that's a lot stronger now compared to this flimsy thing here. So that looks good.
Great glue test, Batman!
Clamp. I said clamp, clamp. Come on, move it.
Well, I've got the second veneer on here, and it's dried. Remember, that was the one that had the grill there. So later I'm gonna have to take the X-Acto knife and cut out all these sections here.
You gotta be kidding me.
But what we're gonna do next is this area here. I've already repaired, this was cracked here. So I glued this one. And I filled in some of the areas here with some wood filler because there were just deep gouges in there. I'm gonna glue this on here. Oops. Goes like that. Just to show you here, with these two side panels on here glued, see how much stronger that is?
Show off.
After this one is in here, I'm also gonna put some veneer, some thin veneer on these bends here because it's cracked here. And I think it's cracked over here too, but that'll straighten that up even more. So, let's glue that.
Glue. Lots of glue.
I'm gonna have to cut that out. And this here. I think I'll start here first, because that's gonna be harder. So while I do that, let's listen to a rock and roll lullaby, shall we?
Yeah!
She was just 16 and all alone when I came to be. So we grew up together, my mama, child, and me. Now things were bad and she was scared, but whenever I would cry, she'd calm my fears and dry my tears with a rock and roll lullaby. And she'd sing, sha-na-na-na-na-na-na, it'll be alright. Sha-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, just hold on tight. Sing it to me, mama. singing sweet and clear. Oh, mama, let me hear that old rock and roll lullaby. Made it through the lonely days, but Lord, the nights were long, and we dream of better mornings when Mama sang a song. Now I can't recall the words at all. It don't make sense to try, 'cause I just knew lots of love came through in that rock and roll lullaby. And she'd sing, sha-na-na-na-na-na, it'll be alright. Sha-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, just hold on tight. I can hear your mama, mama, nothing moves my soul like the sound of a good old rock and roll lullaby. Just hold on tight. Nothing moves my soul like the sound of a good rock and roll lullaby.
Now to get this pointer off.
Easy does it, fella.
Easy does it, Buzz. Whew. Look at this, the dial is all shiny, and the rear is just cardboard. Weird. Now that the dial's out, you can see here, I ordered a couple LEDs. I haven't tested them yet. They just came in today. So when I get the dial back in there, we can see how it looks. And while you're watching the cabinet repair, I'll be cleaning up this chassis. So I better get busy. and I'll return you to the repair of the cabinet. Okay, next I'm going to put some veneer on these sides here where the bend is. I'm going to use 4 strips, 2 on each side. That should strengthen that. And as far as his blood is concerned, I'm going to clean that blood up later.
You spilled blood.
You can't say old Buzz doesn't shed his blood for his projects, huh? Okay, for this section of the cabinet, I'm going to put some contact cement on here. This is like 6 years old, so hopefully it's still good. Okay, now I gotta put it on each strip, and we gotta let that dry for maybe half an hour, then we bond them together. Try to be neat, but then it ends up being sloppy, so we'll just go with sloppy, since it always ends up sloppy.
You're soft, you're sloppy, you're unruly, you're undisciplined.
Now this might take a couple coats, but when I'm ready to put those on there, we'll show that. Okay, here goes nothing. That went on pretty good. Okay, this piece here needs to be glued down, and I'm going to use epoxy on this because this needs to be clamped. If I use white glue, I don't think I'm going to be able to clamp that very well because it's at a curve. So we'll try epoxy.
That Buzz sure is in love with glue.
That epoxy worked very well. You can see there it's nice and flat here. So that's pretty good. Okay, next, since I got these 2 on here done, I'm going to put one big one on here. And we'll do that off camera. Okay, I got the extra veneer here on each side, 1 piece. And this is strong. It doesn't even have a top on it yet.
Man, that mother's strong.
Okay, here's what's next. Gonna fix all the loose veneer on here so it's even. Like this piece here is missing. A lot of these pieces here are missing. Gonna fill all that in so it's nice and smooth. Fix this loose veneer, glue this down. Fix all that. And I'm going to sand this down so it's nice and smooth. Then I'm going to put a clean sheet of walnut veneer on here. And that should make a difference, huh? Also got to make a top for it. So there's still plenty to do. But next time you see this, it'll be ready for the final veneer. Okay, got the front veneer all stabilized. I glued all the loose pieces on it. Put some wood filler in here where I needed it. I had to put a lot around here. I still have to put some more up here because this is not quite stable here. There's a big chunk sticking out here. So some wood filler on that will smooth that out. This is smooth here now. I had to put this whole piece on here because all those pieces here were missing. So now it's flat here. Let me show you what I'm going to do with that top piece that was all warped. I'm going to cut a new piece. Let me show you that. Well, it's time to make a new top for the cabinet. This piece of warped cover won't do, so I took this, used it as a template, and traced it out here, so I'm going to cut that out. I found some nice 3/16 inch plywood here. Now this is a 1/4 inch, so I might have to add 1/16 of plywood here and glue that down there to make it a 1/4. But after I cut this out, we'll try it on the rest of the cabinet and see if it fits. Well, here's the top piece all cut out, looking pretty good. There's the original, warped. But this new piece should work pretty good. It's just going to slide on this right here. And it looks nice and flush here. Once I put a veneer on here, there'll be a complete 90-degree angle from here to here. I think will look pretty good. Originally I wanted to put a thicker piece of wood up here so some of this would stick up and it would have a trim around there. But I think this design here will look a lot smarter. What do you think?
Well, you're crazy.
are near me, funny, but when you are near me, I'm in the mood for love. Heaven is in your eyes, bright as the stars we're under. Oh, is it any wonder I'm in the mood for love? Why stop to think of whether this little dream might fade? We put our hearts together, now we are one. I'm not afraid if there's a cloud above. If it should rain, we'll let it. But for tonight, forget it. I'm in the mood for love.
Well, the cabinet's ready for staining. I must say it turned out better than I hoped. Top looks great. Grill looks great. I put in a couple glue blocks. One here and here. And one up here and here. It's pretty sturdy. I'd say it's good for another 80, 90 years.
Holy smoke!
So I'm going to put a light stain on here now. And after that's done, we'll get out the toner and try to be a little creative to make it look gorgeous.
Yeah.
Well, there's the chassis cleaned up. Turned out pretty good.
Nice, awful nice.
I put in a new ballast tube right here. I painted the tube shields. I put in a fuse. Now I still haven't gotten my volume control switch, so I'm waiting on that. Now I had to replace all these weird looking capacitors. For some reason they weren't soldered on there right, and when I touched them, the ends broke off. Talk about cheap. So I just decided to replace all of them. So that looks pretty good there. I have on order a drop-in resistor that I'm probably going to put right here, because this ballast tube gets very hot. So I can just reduce that voltage a little bit, because my voltage here is like 122. If I can reduce this to about 110, this should run a lot cooler.
This guy runs a little hot, but he gets the job done.
Let me show you the speaker. Okay, I put the output transformer, I mounted it on the speaker here.
It's a good idea.
And I'm going to put the speaker with these two holes. I'm going to mount it right here.
It's perfect!
Now I drilled two holes here and tapped them. So that's going to work pretty good. I can't put it in yet because I'm waiting for that volume control and it hasn't come in yet. So I still have to put the dial back in here. I've got to paint the dial pointer. But once that's completed and it's in there, we'll be ready for the reveal. I hope you stick around. I think you'll find it worthwhile. Well, it's finally that time. Here it is, in all its glory. I give you the 1937 Mystery Pacific Radio, restored. Well, there it is. This somewhat rare, somewhat forgotten, but very inexpensive radio is finally finished. Let's play a 1940 song by Frank Sinatra with the Tommy Dorsey Band. This song was a hit way back then, and it was a hit again 23 years later by Ricky Nelson. Take it away, old Blue Eyes.
Chance for me, then I don't care. Fools rushing where wise men never go, but wise men never fall in love. So how are they to know? When we met, I felt my life begin. So open up your heart and let this fool rush in.
I must say this radio sure turned out to be a real beauty. I love that dial and the pointer. Let's just hope that it's still around in another 86 years, huh? Well, that should do it for today. It's time for old Buzz to fade away. But don't cry. I'll be back next month with another project. Up next, Buzz Cinema with your host Dickel. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Hi, folks. Welcome to another edition of Buzz Cinema. Tonight's 8mm film was shot on location in the hilly back roads behind Dodger Stadium and the LA Police Academy. This film is titled The Chase. It stars Buzz and his older brother Biz. There's not much story here, just Biz trying to get Buzz. There's lots of running by both, and Buzz falls down a lot. This film is in pretty bad condition, but at least it still exists. So back we go to June of 1968. Let the chase begin!
Hey, you! I'm gonna get ya!
Whoa, Millie! Whoa, Millie! Whoa, Millie!
Come here, you.
don't see him. I think I lost him. Oh!
Uh-oh, the cops. So long, you dope!